everyone. For this video, what we're going to be working on is the two-finger slide. And the two-finger slide is basically like the one-finger slide, only we are using two fingers. But we're using them in a more specific way. For those of you familiar with my beginning guitar class, I teach what are called shapes for the class. And the first shape that I like to teach is this shape, where you have either your middle finger or your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, and then you have either your index finger or your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 5th string. This is what I call shape 1. And you can move this shape around, which we'll do in a moment. But again, just put your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 6th string. And if you haven't done it before, try it. Put your index finger on the 2nd fret of the 5th string. And just kind of, again, take that moment to be in your hands and follow your fingertips. And if you haven't done it already with your left hand, just take a moment. You'll find it again. And just notice how you follow your fingertips as you send them one way or the other. Nice. So again, ring finger, 3rd fret of the 6th string, index, 2nd fret, 5th string. And with your playing hand thumb, just go ahead and play those two strings and follow them as they slide away. Remember, if you're left-handed, you just switch it. Your left hand is doing the playing. Your fretting hand is your right hand. So again, if that went well, fantastic. Let's do it on a different set of strings. We'll do it on the 5th string this time. Ring finger on the 3rd fret, index finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. So here we are on the 5th and 4th strings. And then with your playing hand, use your thumb to play the 5th and 4th strings. And once you hear the ringing, just follow those fingers as they go all the way up here. And remember, we're not looking for the scratchy noise, we're looking for that noise. Cool, let's do this somewhere else. Let's do it on the 4th and 3rd string. So ring finger on the 3rd fret, index finger on the 2nd. And you can do this on different frets too. I'm just kind of being consistent, just if you're unfamiliar with it. But if you're familiar with it, you can kind of start anywhere. You can start on these strings, slide away. But let's come back to the 4th and 3rd string. So ring finger, 3rd fret, 4th string, index finger, 2nd fret, 3rd string. And when you're ready, with your playing hand, right hand thumb, if you're right-handed, left hand thumb if you're left-handed, play the 4th and 3rd strings. Notice that they're ringing. And then follow them as they slide away. Cool. And then you can do the same thing, starting from as high as you can play down this direction. So that's the two-finger slide with shape 1. You can also do this with different shapes. For example, eventually you'll be learning the shape 2 if you haven't already. And that's going to be using your pinky finger on the 5th fret of the 5th string and your index finger on the 3rd fret of the 6th string. You could also use your ring finger if that's more comfortable. Try both. You'll use them both at some point in your life. And this is what I call shape 2. It's really just what's called a power chord for those familiar with metal. Anyway, but yeah, so you have this power chord, which I call shape 2. And you can also slide that, again, on different frets. If you notice you do this on this 3rd and 2nd string, it sounds really dissonant. But if you stretch it out a little bit, then you can slide the same sounding shape. It just looks different. Or the same sounding chord, excuse me, but the shape looks different. There we go. Okay, so that's the two-finger slide.